Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourselves crypto lifers and jumping on into the live stream, baby. Just because you're on vacation doesn't mean you can't look nice. Got this brand new suit for my birthday, and why not wear it here on 420? Beautiful day to be alive. Beautiful day to be here. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to all my celebrators. Okay, even though I may not celebrate, I know some of you may be on this beautiful, beautiful day. We know. Did you leave? Someone asked me if they left milk and cookies for Snoop Dogg this morning. I thought that was pretty funny. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and becoming crypto lifers or calling yourself a crypto lifer. This may be your first live stream with me. Jump on in, get ready. We're going to share the charts here. We're going to blow your mind. We're going to talk about what's happening in the crypto space. So Tether is up. No, I'm just joking. But synthetics up 28%. Interesting, creeping up there. And Aave, a little bit of movement here in Kusama. Really the only thing sharing the spotlight in the blue chip world. But we got some low cap gems that most people don't even know about, right? And we're going to show them to you in a second here. Let's get it moving. Let's get my bookmarks. Oh, my crypto deep dive. Oh, no. Trading needs. You got your trading needs, right? And there's your Bitcoin chart for the trading needs. We're also going to look at what's happening in the world markets. We're going to take a look. I just took profits on Rune, and I'm glad I did. I sold right there at the top. It's a good thing I sold at the top right there, and the 50-minute came slashing back down to the downside there. What a move there. Lifer, let's effing go. Great day to be a lifer. Yes, sir. I'm sweating now. Now I'm slightly regretting the suit jacket. I am sweating. I may need to remove the suit jacket. I am sweating like you read about. Either open a window or get a suit jacket open here. Billy, get a fan on me, Billy. I'm sweating up a storm here, Billy. I need to be cooled down. Billy, can I get an MJ? Can I get a fan over here? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. All right. So I just wanted to show you my trade. I took some profits on Rune. It was a nice little trade. Sweet. And what did I do? Well, last night I actually was playing this. I'll show you. I played this on the 15-minute last night. Got into the trade. Hit a target. Got flat again. Then when I woke up in the morning, I kind of made this. And I was like, this looks bullish. I'm staying in. I drew my measured move, which was the length of the pole back here. See this? I swung it up, and I said, you know what? I'm going to trade that. I made my line, and I got out right when the stochastics turned, and I got far away from the 21-day moving average. It's a simple strategy in which I teach every single day here, okay? And I got in the trade last night as I was going to bed in an Airbnb, all right? It wasn't huge gains. I made 6.8%, and I didn't take the whole 7.3. But the point of the story is I made gains while I was sleeping on in an Airbnb couch. And why am I on a couch even though there's 5 bedrooms? Because my wife and 2 daughters take over the king-size bed and tell me that I can't be in there. I know. So I end up sleeping and a beautiful Airbnb with 5 bedrooms, 2 king-size beds, a queen, and all sorts of other stuff. But you find me on the couch. It was a leather reclining couch that was very, 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 very comfortable. So don't be too sad for me. It wasn't too bad, all right? But that's the trade I took last night. Just want to make it really clear. I like to be transparent of what I'm doing here and show you what's crack-a-lacking in the charts, all right? Precarious how it came right back down, but we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. That makes me think it was Bitcoin. Big gainer of the day was Elon. Doge Elon Mars, and I own a big old bag of this, so every time it gains a big gain like that, I get pretty excited. Want to see Doge Elon Mars stay above this zone that it made here, though, at 10.55. Not really calling a call out for a bit of a cup and handle in the 15-minute right now, though. Kind of how Rune just boomed out. Maybe Elon might have a little bit of a 15-minute scalp here. Again, it would only be a 15-minute scalp. Something like this, but this is a Sammy cup and ante to the upside. If I've ever seen one, bit of a Sammy cup and ante to the upside. Shout out to Michael Pa, again, giving $500 yesterday on the live stream. I cannot believe it. Took my whole family to dinner. $100 took, it wasn't even dinner, just took them to like a, like where you could order food, tell everyone order whatever you want. Get croissants, get whatever you want. Like, fill the bag, baby. And I didn't have to think one iota about it at all. Michael, man, I love you, man. I used to struggle every single day, and I used to think about every dollar that I spent, and I still do. I'm still conscious, but to be able to buy my family things, to be able to buy my mom dinner, to be able to be like, hey, whatever. What a great feeling it is. And I started my own business, and my life got way better. I think the end of the day, start your own business, go your own way, get out of the hand, underneath the thumb of a boss. He's only just going to take what he can from you while you struggle to get what you can. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Mountain Valley Spring Water here. Logo still shows, even though it's, this stuff is the best, man. Rodney Dangerfield drank it religiously on the show, during his things. I got a big one, too. Don't think I got another one. That was from yesterday. I got cracked a new one. I bought like 6 bottles from Whole Foods before I left. And I did have my hoodie this morning. I just didn't bring it up into the studio. Okay, the struggle is real, Sam, but I am changing that. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. I love you, man. Luna is 420, right? Thanks so much for talking about Doge Elon Mars. Elon, Samwise. Anytime, my friend. But look, it's in a bit of a cup and handle. This thing could bang on him to the upside. Doge Elon Mars, and I do own bags of it, so, why not talk about it? But 15% gains could be coming, just like Rune did, a 7%. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that great of a day to trade. If we look at all the double-digit coins here on KuCoin, not amazing. We nailed XCAD, though. XCAD for gains. We were talking about how much it looked. Remember, we went over it together, and I was showing you how much this looked just like this to the upside, and suggested that it would break up to the upside, and it did. It's funny. And there you go. With a stop loss below the previous, 21% gains. Actually went up even a little more. Banged on them to the upside. All right. We also talked about FKS yesterday. I posted a trade about it. I went over it. I liked it inside this tight pennant. All right. So we got in right here around 31. It would bang on them. In total, we made a nice 25%, 18, 25 to 18, but depending on where you got. Then we posted this flag last night. Again, while I was about to, getting ready for the night with the family, I posted this flag and suggested that we may get a move here to the next measured move at 40.5. Yeah, baby? Everything okay, baby? Yeah, You need anything? I love you, sweetie. So, and we nailed that for a nice 10% gains as well. In and out, baby, in and out. When Bitcoin sketch, it's in and out, everybody. It's in and out. JSMY as well, another trade we were talking about earlier, going over it very closely. Why? Well, we had traded it here, and then we were all watching it reset on this daily time frame. So it had boomed up, and we were waiting for the daily, and double bottom, and finally, the daily got it. Didn't even get the MACD cross yet, though, with a 40% gain there. So we're still sniffing gains out of the market. We also shorted here and there through the ups and downs. Daily getting high on this one, but the daily's resetting on a lot of other coins. Look at YRX token. We went over this as well. Why? Because we saw this on Token Metrics. Token Metrics went over this on our weekly screen share as a group. Everybody's so sorry. The weekly screen share is canceled today, but it will be tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll be back in my home studio tomorrow, and it'll just be easier for me to get it done and get everything going there. So don't be, I'm sorry. I know you're crying, and a lot of you people are devastated, but Weekly screen share will be tomorrow. However, I will be posting token metrics later on today into the token metrics section of the Discord. So if you would like to join my trading group, I have an amazing Discord, everybody. First off, you can join the public server right away and just go to Crypto Lifer public server, and you can see, you can see what we're talking about. We have testimonials, what people are saying about the trading group. I'm 2 weeks into the group, and let me tell you, I'm very impressed. Truly blown away about the focus and determination. Great job, Lifer, and the whole community. With a team like this, the failure is not an option. This channel is so underrated, I can't believe it. Some of these projects you cover on this channel will make millionaires, and your teaching TA is amazing. Thank you, Crypto Lifer, Todd Harrington. Just a lot of awesome people in the group, I remember when you spotted Phantom at 25 and I went in with 2K. I officially made 100 grand this week with my DeFi portfolio. I couldn't be more grateful. I'm 21 and already thinking of going into real estate. Thank you, man. 21 years old, changing his life. 21 years old and he's changing his life. And that's the type of stuff we want to hear here on the trading group every single day. That's the beauty that I like, So that's the determination. That's the type of people you're around. They always say if you want to change your life, change the type of people you're around. My trading group will bring you around the right people. Everyone who wants to change their life, everyone who believes they can make a difference, and everyone who wants to help others once they learn. That's the trading group. That's what we do there. It's an amazing place. So Fort Knox there, we did get stopped out 13%. You can see that. If you're not getting stopped out, you are not trading, my friends. You are not trading. And I'm not bashful to show a stop, because it would be like this. Oh, every trade I make goes up. Like every single trade I make goes to the upside. And that's just improbable. That wouldn't make any sense. You see what I'm saying? It would not make any sense. You take a shot when you can. Doesn't always mean you're going to hit it. Doesn't always mean you're going to hit it. It's about being consistent over and over again, though. 4 hours still a little high. And the 4 hours, that's why I don't... Honestly, the 4 hours high anyway, too. May have been a preemptive setup, but... And that's what I keep talking about. I keep talking about this 4 hour looming on, like, every single coin in the game. Like, if we stick on the 4 hour and we just go through every coin, like, I don't trade high 4 hour stochastics. I just do not. This one, Labs actually has a little bit of momentum. It broke out there. Could actually continue up slightly there. Let's go look at the elephant in the room, shall we? Bitty Bitcoin. Let's take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin, with this show, and the rest of the world markets today. Wow, 42,000 rejection. And, it was pretty obvious we would get rejected. Why? Well, let me show you why. Got a bunch of ideas here. So look, this is a rising wedge and we hit resistance. Why is this resistance pull right here? You can see we had previous resistance right in this zone. A bounce at support, so that's going to be previous, and a bounce there too, this zone. I could even drag it out even further. Look at this. You can see we had a little bit of chunk here. We bounced there, we bounced there, we bounced there. GRT looking pretty tasty. Shout out to Mamba for life. And honestly, that's like it's uncorrelated to the rest of the market since it slumps so much more than others. So in my mind, that may be something that actually may be pumping. You probably, just what I'm thinking about in my mind, you're probably spot on there. But look, this is our resistance point here. You can actually bring this up a little bit right to this zone. Yeah, right there. Resistance, bounce, resistance, resistance, and we're at resistance again, which is $42,000. I mean, you're going to get resistance there. Look at this. The 4 hour, it wants to roll over on you. No reason to keep pushing when the 4 hour is sitting like that. No reason to keep pushing. I mean, the 4 hour wants to come on back down to the downside there. See? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Might explain 175 viewers instead of a couple thousand. Grats to those that can hear. Check, check, check. Check. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I could tell, like right now, I do the same thing every day, my man. And you said you can't hear, right? You said you can't hear, but I mean, look at the level right there. That's like one of the highest levels you can ever get. I'll go up a little more for you. How's that? You want even more? You want to go? You want me to peek into the red? I won't even talk about it. Thanks, man. Yeah, Mike is fine. Thanks, bro. I love whiners. You know why I love whiners? Because it makes it easier to become a millionaire. The more whiners out there, the easier it is to become a millionaire. So shout out to all the whiners out there. Keep whining. Keep complaining. Keep your frequency low because I can fly right over you. Thank you so much. Less people trying to buy that $10 million house. It's just, I can always just get it down to 7.5 because there's no competition out here. Bunch of whiners. Okay, shout out to everybody here. So here's a rising wedge, right? No, it's really true. Whiners and people that are unmotivated and complain a lot, they make it easier. So look, this rising wedge wants to break to the downside. I mean, does it really not sound well though? I find it insulting. I love cheese with my mom all day long, Wendizzle. Oh, you look good in blue. Cloaked water bottle again. Wine and cheese. Bitcoin hit resistance at the 0.38 fib. It probably did. TCG World Life, biggest metaverse of 2022. Thank me later. I like TCG. We'll take a look at it. James Doherty, shout out to my Irish brothers in the house. We got a lot of Irish people in the house. Love you. Shout out to Tokyo Sex Whale, my man. Truth from Sammy Two Hands. Love you, brother. And we're going to add you as a moderator, Tokyo Sex Whale. You've been around for a long time. Stop whining, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Shout out to everybody here. 135 likes, 197 viewers. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Can we breach back up to 400, 500 viewers like we were killing it? Bombarding all this. This is a slow week. People are out with their kids. People stay away from the computers. They're not stuck at work, trying to get away, watching the lifer. You know what I'm saying? So look, we got resistance 42K. Everybody knew 42K was going to be resistance for Bitcoin. I thought it was lucky we even broke out the way we did. The 4 hours has been pinned up here for such a time. Even though we keep moving to the upside, it's likely we're eventually going to get a movement to the downside. Also, the 1 hour, overbought and pointing down. However, I like how fast it's going down without a lot of downside. It's actually pretty interesting to me. Let's take a look at this 15 if it can load for me. Show me the 15-minute. Interesting, the 15-minute wants to hold this trend line. So it's suggesting that this trend line might actually hold. Let me kind of make something different here. Look at that. This is what we're seeing. And the 15-minute does want to move back to the upside here. I mean, it's suggesting a bounce back up. Kind of had lack of bullish and bearish momentum there. No divergences yet, but the 15-minute does, I suggest, bounce back to the upside here. Let's take a look at the 15. So I'm suggesting the 15-minute makes its way back up here. May stay in this channel. As a pattern trader, you stay in the channel till you don't. Now, this could go parabolic if it can break on out and break above 42K. However, it's a rising wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the what? To the downside. What is the measured move? Measured move is about here, right here. But you know what? I've even seen them end all the way down here too. So we'll see what stop we want to get off the train at. Right now, I would just take it one day at a time right here, right? The bulls did get the retest that we talked about. Right here, look. I said that when we got up here and we came back down, I said the bulls would like a retest here on the 4 hour. And, but we haven't reset on the 4 hour yet. That's the problem. 1 hour and the 4 hour is still getting to that overbought region. And the 1 hour actually has more bearish momentum. So, all eyes on this trend line right here. If this trend line breaks, we're going to the downside. You could say there's a smaller pattern. I guess you could say we're in this pattern here too. Tighter. That would put the measured move right here. So it's more likely, no matter what happens in the next 6 to 10 hours, that we end up breaking down and coming down here based on the 4 hour time frame. The 4 hour is a strong time frame. You really don't want to trade against it. You can get lucky on the 15 and you can make your scalps, but you don't want to trade against it. And this 4 hour has been looming now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's kind of sad. Like, it's taken days for this thing. Usually the 4 hours it has reset by now. But we're up here hanging out. Just hanging out. We've been hanging out, really. We boomed up, and then we've been hanging out since like basically the 18th. Just doing our thing. Late into the 18th as we boomed up. Like, because once we curved up here, we were getting right into the zone, like right in here. And we've just been doing our thing for about a day and a half, 2 days now. All right, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. The likes are climbing all the way up to 218. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. No days off, no matter what. Even if we're on vacation, no days off. We must push forward. We must play the market the way the market needs to be played. There's gains. There was gains last night. I took gains out of the market. Did you? And Wednesday, Thursday are my favorite days to trade in the week too. So So I see right now the 15-minute coming up. And then once that 15-minute comes up here, I may open up a short. It may be time to short the market, at least for the afternoon or until the evening. So right now we're gonna put a short up here. So I put an alert up here when the stochastics RSI come back up to the overbought region here on the 15-minute. Is everyone bearing with me here? Are you bearing with the bear idea that I talk about? But look at this. The 15-minute resets, we get up here. I'm circling the zone, right? That's where we will probably get up here. Then the sad thing is, actually, you know what? We'll watch the 1 hour, but, you know, that 4 hour is going to take over to me. And, yeah. So I'm talking about a short here. Let's take a look at BTC3S. So let me just finish my Bitcoin update so we can move on from Bitcoin for the day. The 15-minute, I believe, is going to pump us back up to the top of the channel. If it can break us out, great. Because you never know what's going to happen. I don't claim to know. I just claim to watch the probabilities. This would be awesome if the 50-minute can boom up, break resistance, and come down for a retest. That would be amazing. Then the 1 hour can push us up. Then when the 4 hour eventually dumps on us, we maybe hold this support or this support, you know. We'll know when the 15-minute plays out. So we're going to watch this 15-minute reset to the upside. So far, the last hour and a half there, it's been holding this trend. So if this trend line breaks, completely different story. We'll be looking to short. Trend line breaks, I'll be looking for a bearish retest, and I'll be shorting this to either here or to here, right? So I know exactly what I'm going to do based on what the 15-minute does. 15-minute breaks on up, great, right? Quick little scalp there at 41,580, but we did just get rejected swiftly in the last 2.5 hours from 42,000. Bitcoin had a nice run up to the upside, though. Had a nice run up to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. And if you're in my trading group, let me just show you what I posted before I went to bed here. I've been up since 6 a.m. grinding, just so just grinding. 6:43 a.m. Like, look, I'm even. So you didn't, because everyone might not have seen this, but look, I'm posting this resistance here. Look at resistance, like right there, and I'm showing you the rising wedge, and I'm talking about, see this a rising wedge in the 4 hour, and the 4 hour is very overbought, meaning it's likely to turn the price to the downside. We must pay attention to this scenario, right? Before I went to bed, I'm posting this. This is Bitcoin consolidation. Looks promising for a move right there to 42,000, possibly 100 area. And then you can see what happened. Bang. And then Bitcoin actually would go right there to 42,000. It would come right underneath my measured move. Nailed the projection for Bitcoin overnight. All right. Then I woke up at 6 a.m. ready to give you the exact next move to, on Bitcoin. So constantly showing Bitcoin, constantly going over what I'm seeing. And there's more. There's a lot more information there. If you want all that info, and those updates. Also, my elite charters are unbelievable. I have a group of elite charters, and they have an elite group of charters, and they chart right here you get my group, and you also get the elite charting group, which is unbelievable. In the 99, look, elite lifer charts. They're so neat. They're amazing. I'm going to scroll through them. You would love to see them and the information posted in there. Not only are they're learning ideas as well. I mean, because you can see, like, why is this charter posting this? What does he like about the chart? What's going on, right? What a great group to be there. And then we have a learning library where you can jump on and post your charts and learn about what's happening in the space. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you, dear Lord, for this ability to trade. Thank you for the ability to learn. Thank you for the ability to find a mentor that taught me how to trade in a wonderful trading group. Thank you for the ability to make this trading group. And thank you for the people to respond and actually care about me. Thank you, dear Lord, for everything you have given me in this life. I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. May you bless me forever and everyone on this earth that sheds goodwill and wants the best for everyone. Amen. So, moving forward, best channel in the group. Shout out to Adrian De Silva. I love you, man. Discord link. Jump on into the Discord right away if you can. You can pay with cryptocurrency. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. You can pay with cryptocurrency, or you can just join through the Me6 automated app, which I think is so awesome, right through Discord. Right true Discord over here. I got a link coming at you in a second. Let me just dig it out. Here you go, my man. Here you go. Check out that link. You can join right there. Thank God for helping me find Lifer and the gang. Shout out to Quality Control Kennels. We love you. I hope you're doing right for those dogs, and I know you are. I appreciate that prayer. Real talk here. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. May everybody please pray for my man Rodney and everything he's going through. No, not that, just, he's trying to do different things with his life, and, he has some opportunities that he would like coming at him, and I hope they come forward for him, and may God bless Rodney and his family. We love you, Rodney. Your mother, your father, and everyone in your family. Amen. And all the lifers, really, just not signaling out Rodney, but I love you, Rodney, and thanks for everything you've done for me. I mean, picking me up for the airport was like, man, I'll always remember that, man. He was the nicest dude in the world, man. Made me feel right at home as I came in to Florida. Made the trip amazing, right? Who wants to get in an Uber with someone you don't know when a friendly lifer can pick you up, grab your bags with a guy that can pick up like 500 pounds and just like, amazing. So look at what we're looking at here for this. We talked about this breaking up and being a retest of this trend line on the total market cap for all of cryptocurrency. Happy 420. Shout out to Sneaky Pete Vaporizer. My man. And so this is pointing up to the upside here on the daily time frame. And look, it's still got momentum. And we bounced nicely off of $1.81 trillion. I'd like to see us get above 1.93 and use that as our next support zone. So let's see if the daily can get us above this resistance. So far, so good for the daily time frame. However, look, that 4 hour, like everything, is just rounding and right there at resistance. Like it can't seem to get above the resistance at $1.9 trillion. So we'll see if we come back down here and bounce off support one more time. We've won 2, 3 times, 4 times maybe in a way off the $1.81 trillion region. That's the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. I've looked at it on the weekly, and the weekly has that bearish cross, but it could be ephemeral. Could be a little cross and a pump back to the upside. Also, look at the weekly now showing signs of life. Says that this may actually be curving back up to the upside. So weekly actually looking somewhat bullish now. Also, I keep talking about the 2-week chart, a chart many people aren't looking at. And if you look at the 2-week chart, it's drawing such a beautiful picture. Look at that massive pump, massive pump. The 2-week chart's telling me to load up on my altcoins and get ready for a massive move to the upside, the 2-week chart. So let's see. Let's see, but if we go by the probabilities, the 2-week, one there was a boom, one there was a boom, and right there it's telling us again. We could have a massive move to the upside on the 2-week chart. All right. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones today. The Dow Jones up nicely. And who talked about the Dow Jones breaking out of a semi-cup and handle yesterday on the 15-minute? We went over this for you guys. Look at it. We drew a cup and handle on the 15-minute chart. Probably the only guy. I think I'm one of the only people in the world to draw this cup and handle here on. And look, it went to my exact target. Come on now. You got to give us credit. We called the Dow Jones exactly, and the Dow Jones is directly correlated to the rest of the world markets, to what's happening in Bitcoin, and we called the Dow Jones exact. I mean, you got to give this channel credit. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy for a reason, baby, because we nail it. Look at this. I mean, that was previous resistance right there. Price would stall out. We had the shoulder. We had the inverted head and shoulder we suggested would break out. Like, I mean, unbelievable. I love how the TA plays out the way it is supposed to play out, as long as you're clean with your TA and you don't muddle it up with any human emotions. You don't mess it up with any of the nasty human emotions. You just let it stay clean with the math. Bang, bang, bang. The Dow Jones, man. Show me a chart and I'll show you how to trade it, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. And look, the unconventional way I take my cup and handle, right? See, most people, they teach you in class and in school to go from, like, I guess they would go from here to here, the top, the middle of the cup. And they actually might have nailed it too, see? So I guess, you can't fault traditional style, but I seem to get it too with my own style. It's interesting. The cup and handle to the upside, nailed it for the Dow Jones Industrial. We called it, everybody. The move past this resistance and onto 35,000. We knew they were going to money print it into oblivion because they don't know what else to do. Don't think they have any clue with the basis points. Don't think Jerome Powell really knows what he's doing. He is a pawn who has no clue. I'm telling you right now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Try this. It works. Let me know if it works. Trading Nash. You get access to all the chart ideas in the Discord. You can even join the Patreon right now in the Patreon link, and then hit the Discord in there and link your Discord to Patreon, and it will give you all the roles immediately. We have given Patreon access to the roles if you want. We just get more of a percentage when you pay through Me6. Super Chat, Mina, and we're going to get into Super Chats, everybody, in the second half of the show. we deep dive into heavy super chat easies. All right. 720 is my area for all the altcoins. I don't want to see us go lower than that. It's a big deal that we stay above it. Look at this cup and handle that just decided to break up to the upside. My measured move, just like the one I just showed you. $900 billion from $730 billion. And I'm glowing because I have a... That is the sun. That is the sun, like directly above me. Because I have a skylight right there. And at this time of day, it just shines on me, baby. Shine on me, shine on me, shine on me, baby. The sun is shining, baby. The sun is shining. You want to see the charts through my water bottle? Gotta drink water every single day. Drink your honey. I worked out today. I feel motivated, ready to go. Did you work out today? Did you hit the punching bag? Did you get it going? Did you sweat? Did you perspire? Did your heart pump, baby? Did you feel it? Are you feeling your life? Are you living your life every single day, baby? Are you putting in 110%? Let me know. I tell you what, I didn't feel my life until I put in every single piece of effort that I had. And now, just banging on them every single day. Shout out to each and every one of you on that live, baby. Thank you, my lifers. Gratitude is attitude. And man, I'm so lucky to be here. So lucky to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you. So there's the total three. This is the entire market cap of all of the altcoins. The daily's just turning up. We want to see this breach from previous high. It's crucial we break this high on the daily time frame. Sorry. Don't know why that happened. It's crucial we break this high right here. It's crucial. Big deal for me. All right. We got to get up here and break this high. We want to see the market cap above $820 billion, right? Let's go. I try to work out once a day. Every day, you got to work out every single day, baby. Worked out, got that lemon and the honey in. Shout out to Renair, my man. You're doing exactly what you need to do. That's a hello, Saint Sam Price, patron saint of crypto. That's a halo. No, don't do that. I ain't no saint. Wow, Wendizzle in blue. That was quick. Nice. 4. My boy, can you check out RSR and tell me your opinion on it? I will if you send in a super chat. Stefan J, man. Do the right thing, 199. You're back. Oh, what a cheap. It's just part of the show, man. It's just part of the show. So the Dow Jones, look at that move there on the daily time frame, and it still has momentum. Suggests that it will break out of this triangle that I put it in as well. Look at that. The tightness. Look at that. Could be almost a breakout right here. Still worried about a bearish retest of this bigger trend line. You know, see this, the rising wedge that we fell out of. But, you know, we kind of hit the target there at the beginning of the wedge. I mean, that was it at the drop. I mean, not too shabby. DEFIPERP was all of DeFi. And look, it's cup and handling. There's your cup. There's your handle. It's in the cup and handle as well and pointing up on the daily time frame. Let's just get through this daily. As long as the daily can break previous highs, we're in a good shape. If we don't break previous highs, then we're double topping and we could see some nastiness. So, you know, it could change and we'll get you there no matter what. Let's take a look at US Tether dominance as well. We suggested that it would break out of this tiny little channel. However, the daily is falling to the downside. We got rejected, which is beautiful. Now it's making this falling wedge kind of flag here. Kind of like it broke out and it's trying to break back in. Interesting, the daily coming down. Almost wanting to reset quickly, but it still has downward momentum. So let's not jump the gun here. Let's wait for this to cross the dot and maybe do something like that. And I'd like to see some more downside for the dollar index personally. I looked at it on the 2-week chart. It's ready to dump though. One little move and then a huge dump to the downside. That's suggesting a huge move is coming for the alt. And that's kind of a rising wedge. You see that? Symmetrical triangle rising wedge. And there's our measured move back down. I'd love to see this thing dump. So we're watching it closely. The bigger time frame suggests the 2-week chart says we will see massive downside. Also, Bitcoin dominance doing the same thing on the 2-week chart. So if we're going to lose dominance to the downside on the 2-week chart, and you're going to lose US Tether, it's building up for an idea that all coins are going to rally. See, the thing is, you have to be a futurist to really take advantage of the crypto market. Most people don't take advantage of the crypto market. Thank you so much, Crypto Cash, for the $4.99. Much respect to you and yours. I'm on loaded on ZIL. What's your opinion for the future? I used to have a lot of Zilliqua. I sold it all. I think there's other projects, but I think Zilliqua is a beautiful project that can do numbers. I like it. I think it's hot. We'll take a look at the chart in a second. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. There's Bitcoin dominance, though, and I'm suggesting that look at that weekly chart. I'm trying to get us ready for alt season, and that's how alt season would begin. Alt season would look just like this. You'd look at the Bitcoin dominance on the 2-week would want to dump, and US Tether dominance they'd both want to dump, meaning that money would flow out of Tether. Money would flow a little bit out of Bitcoin, and it would flow where? If it's flowing out of Tether and out of Bitcoin, it can only go one place. The altcoins, baby, the altcoins. And that's why you want to have bags of altcoins for the rest of the world to pump them. But again, I'm not financial advice. You got to do whatever makes you happy. You got to do your own research. And if you want bags of altcoins, then you do that. That's why I personally hold bags of altcoins, but I can't tell you what to do with your money, and I never will. And I won't manage your money. I won't do a thing with your money. 322, everything's the 22 lately. 322, up 322 today, the Dow Jones Industrial. So we looked at the Dow Jones. We looked at DeFiPerp a little bit. We looked at Bitcoin dominance. We looked at Bitcoin, of course, right? We talked about possible bump up here on Bitcoin on the 15-minute. And what is happening right now? Bitcoin is moving on the 15. Sorry about that. I'm using a piece of paper instead of a mouse pad, and it's good, but it just, it's not my old tang. And remember, this isn't the chart we were looking at. We were looking at Bitcoin USDT, I believe, on KuCoin. And so it's suggesting we're going to get a bounce off the bottom channel here. So far, 41,500 has held. This is our support that held. Beautiful. And for now, we get to move back to the upside on the 15-minute. And that's why I would scalp the 15-minute here. Then it looks like you're going to be overbought in the 15, overbought in the, I misspoke. The 1 hour actually could be creeping down for us. And it may just make a flag here. Well, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. It's actually still showing some signs of bullishness, but it's got to reset. It reset with not much of a flag, which is actually pretty impressive, pretty bullish. Pretty bullish on the smaller time frames. But I'm going to watch the 15-minute. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's the 1 hour. Today, the 15-minute is the one with, to me, the most information. Like, it's going to give us the quickest results and tell us exactly what's going to happen with price action. We break this bigger trend line, it's not going to be a great sign, right? It's going to mean we're going to probably head back down here to this measured move. We stay in this, then this could go parabolic and break to the upside. If it goes parabolic, let's look at the measured move. We didn't look at that for Bitcoin. You'll take the line, you take the length of this pole, really. That's what I've done many times, and it's spot on. It's spot on. And it suggests that we'll go all the way up here to 44,500 to my next big rejection area. That would be a beautiful parabolic move for Bitcoin. Oh, that would be so sweet to break through 43K. Oh my gosh. Not saying it's going to happen, but the daily suggests we have the momentum for it. We want to break that previous high to the left. It would be really, really nice. Bitty bitty Bitcoin, baby. Bitty bitty Bitcoin. Man, it feels good to be alive. Who is so happy to be alive today? Let me know. Put a 333 in the comment section if you just feel good to be alive on this Wednesday, on this hump day, getting through the week, baby. Bitcoin is your father's coin. I'm playing. I love you, Scotty Swing. I am your father. Luke, I am your father. I'm an old man. I'm just like my grandpa. Sword, I see 111 all the time, like everywhere. You see 222s and 333s, and my wife constantly pointing out the 444s. Look at all those 333s. Universe trying to show me here. Like, what is the universe trying to show me here? Usually it happens when you're getting clean, when you're getting your mind right, when you're on a higher frequency. You're just paying attention, that's all. Numbers are frequencies. They give off a frequency. When you write a number in the word, like when you go into a piece of paper and you draw this, that just gave off a frequency to everyone's screen right now. It did. Your room just changed. I just changed the entire physical elements of your room. You don't believe that, but I did, because now a new frequency has been brought into your screen, which is then in the room, which is changing. Let's take a look at GMT. Good point, my man. Let's take a look at GMT. Then we're going to look at Mina. We're going to take a look at Zilliqua. We're going to look at all the super chats that are coming in. Thank you for everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. So look, we talked about this thing down here, and we nailed stepping for gains. We nailed it. GMT. Why did we nail GMT? Well, Bitcoin took a dump, right? And when Bitcoin dumps, I go to CoinMarketCap and I look at the strongest coins. And Steppen was one of the few coins that didn't break market structure. And I said to everybody, this is most likely to make gains, right? And so, like, at that point, it kind of, and I'm not telling everyone to do, but at that point, You basically should learn that idea. So the next time Bitcoin dumps, you go to CoinMarketCap. I'll do it right now, but I won't, I'll do it as if I'm doing it. So you go to CoinMarketCap here, right? CoinMarket. I remember when someone first showed this to me in 2015, 7 years ago. My life changed forever. My life changed forever. Look at Steppen up 10%, trending with the fire, but Shiba Inu trending too. Meta Ruffy, I would stay away from that. But what you do, you hit 24 right here. And to show you the hottest coins in the game, look at ApeCoin did bang on them to 16. We talked about ApeCoin getting up there, and ApeCoin did a big move. Wow, ApeCoin back to 1616, up 26%. Synthetics up 24. Ziliqua up 11. And Steppen, Aave, Kusama, PancakeSwap back to 897. Celo doing damage there. And these are the strong coins. Loopring, Polkadot, IOTX. We're going to start looking at IOTX and Celo and LRC. They might be the next hot coins. Mina, Harmony 1. Harmony might be a next mover. Thorchain, we traded last night, The Graph token, Phantom back at 120. Wanted to bounce off 110. EGLD's showing strong. So, look, altcoins coming back in the game strong. Altcoins coming back in the game strong. When Bitcoin usually dumps, you'll see only one or two, and the rest will be stable coins. Steppen was one of those. That put it on the radar. Then we mapped it out. Then the TA played out. Then we mapped it like this and suggested, hey, it's probably likely going to go up. And what happened? Steppen banged on him for 67% gains. All right? And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And then in my trading group, you would have learned all this information. Number one, you would have learned how to find coins that are strong when Bitcoin dumped. So instead of crying during the dump and freaking out, you would have been learning something. And that's the difference between my group and a lot of other groups. You would have been absolutely learning something. Look at GMT. Posted on April 15th. We nailed it 4 days later. Before and after. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. 67.4% gains. Bang, bang, bang for GMT. All right? Beautiful move. And we hit Darrow again yesterday, the 19th, for 26% gains. We got on the 10th. We hit FKX for 11%, and then we hit it again last night for another. So we took it for 20% in total FKX. All right? We took Marshall on the 16th for 25% gains, and it hasn't been as great as the beginning of March and the middle of March. Look at all these gains we made in March. It was absolute insanity, but it's been good. And this is what you'll get access to in my trading group. The free group will give you the testimonials, the gains. You'll see what's going down. Jump on in, everybody. What are you waiting for? Invest in yourself. So let's take a look at GMT real quick. And I wouldn't promote myself if I didn't work so hard. I'm just showing you the results from last night. I just have to show what happened. I have to show you what we did. So can we play a cup and handle here on the 15-minute? We might be able to. It's also a channel. It's also this channel here. It's like an ascending triangle. See this? And I see that super chat just coming in. Near made 3 consecutive higher lows, but not a third higher high. Any insight on TA is appreciated. Sincerely, a student. I love you, Brick Man. You know what? Funny, I thought about you yesterday because you were one of the last people to post in the Telegram room, or it might even been this morning. And I looked at the Telegram and I was like, man, my man, Brick. Yo, you're diesel too. If that's your picture, man, you look like you could be a model, number one, and you look diesel, bro. Straight up, Brick Dorsey, man, my man. Shout out to Brick. $25% gains possibly coming out of Steppen to the upside. I would watch Steppen for possibly more gains. It's trending. Everybody wants in. They're trying to buy the new sneakers. They think they're hot. They're like $1,000 a sneaker now. Maybe even $4,000, I heard. Price is going up for Steppen. There's just a lot of hype for it. A lot of hype for it. This man works the hardest. Super Chat, Mina, GRT, Ziliqua, Opinion for the Future, and Near. Drool, Holy Fans, my man. Jump in. Transcendex, my man. We love you. Even the 1 hour wants to move. 4 hours pinned like everything else, but honestly, it's so you're fighting the 4 hour. There's a chance it doesn't play out. I just want to make that very, very clear. It's highly likely it doesn't based on the 4 hour, but it is what it is. Possibly 25% gains coming out of Steppen. I can't wait to take a look at Ape, how Ape did, because we had Ape mapped out pretty nicely. We'll take a look at Ape in a second here. Just watch Steppen for the crew. Everybody in the game, watch Steppen. Shout out to all my people in the game. Shout out to everyone into crypto. I love you all for taking your life in your own hands, for taking your finances in your own hands, for realizing that you need to make a change. And all of us had to, because crypto's so new that we know everyone in it had to make a big change in their life. Nobody in it was just like, oh, I'm gonna do the same old thing I've done every day. None of us. We're all pioneers. Pat yourselves on the back for jumping on in. I love you all. It's a lovely day to be here. Shout out to everybody on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to all my loves. Let's put a roll call for my peoples here. Let me bust out the chat. Let me get a roll call for my chat. Did I not pop out the chat yet this whole time? I've been looking at the regular chat. Unbelievable. What a lovely day. Shout out to Michael Pa in the house. We love you, Michael. Shout out to the money's coming, dude. Be careful with GMT. I'm watching the transactions out of the last 700 transactions. 589 from a bot. Oh yeah, it's all bots. But it's on, we're trading on KuCoin, man. We don't care. KuCoin kind of, you know. The stud himself, Michael Pa, Cape Town. Shout out to my man, Renee, man. Love you, brother. Lifer Gang. Roll call. Hello, please talk on Glimmer. You know what? I actually have a trade on Glimmer. I'm going to take a look at Glimmer in a second. Let's take a look at Mina Protocol. Let's take a look at Mina and Ziliqua for my super chat peoples. Thank you for the super chats. Much respect to you and yours. Let's take a look at Mina Protocol. And you know where I'm going to be every single day at 10 a.m. I'm here ready to rock. Now, Mina can be bought here. I thought you could get it on KuCoin, but I guess you can't. I would have sworn you can get Mina on KuCoin. Hold on. Might be a Binance and a Coinbase thing. It happens, you know. They just don't get the love. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, and Gate. So we'll take a look at Mina here on Binance, where it has the most liquidity. And honestly, I mean, how do you play this? Pretty simple. That's an ascending triangle. You can see the flat top. See the kind of that movement to the upside there. And sometimes I omit just when two candles pop like that, I omit them. You don't have to. You can kind of put it like that. But I omit them, especially if I have a flatter line there. Then you play your measured move to the upside. And that's exactly where price went. Like, the measured move is exact. Wick to that wick there. Bang, bang, bang. Mina Protocol. But it gave it all back on the 1 hour for a retest. Possible retest of this support line now. So Mina could be retesting the support. What it also is doing is it's in the rising wedge. See, you got to be able to see it. I saw it at the last second. I was like, ooh, I gotcha. And it's doing what Bitcoin's doing. Can it break back to the upside of the wedge, just like Bitcoin will? So you can see how all these USDT pairs on the low, they just follow Bitcoin. And it will stay in the wedge until it's not. Now, that's a 68% chance of a break to the downside. How they like you make it down here, even all the way back to the end of the wedge. Two areas where Mina could dump on you. You want to look at the daily. The daily tells you you're trying to make a move, though. So maybe you won't, you know. But the 4 hour, probably like everything else, is looming. So it's just this looming 4 hour. And now you have a looming 4 hour possible bearish engulfing candle that closes in 1 hour. So we'll watch that engulfing candle on the 4 hour. But again, just like everything else, we have the high 4 hour to contend with. I've been talking about it for days. And again, like if we traded this high 4 hour here, wouldn't have been a good look. We would have dumped on us. If we traded this high 4 hour here, wouldn't have been a good look, would have dumped on us. Like, if we traded this high 4 hour here on the stochastics for Mina, or any coin for that we might have got that little pump fine, but the dump on us. Here, 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 the dump on us. So look, can I make my statement very clear that I don't trade the stochastics when it's high on the 4 hour time frame? And I say this every day in the live, and I know it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but I like to just keep. I learn with students, repetition is so important with your students. Repetition, repetition, repetition. So I hope I've given you enough of an idea for Mina. Now, a long-term guy, Mina's a little high in the weekly even, which is kind of worrisome to me. Tells me that I actually see some sideways behavior before I would jump back into Mina for any reason. Let's take a look at GRT. I own a big old bag of this. I will make it clear. I always disclose when I hold a bag of GRT. And you know what? It had the exact... I'm holding the fractal from BPro. This is BPro's fractal. And they're just so similar. It's insanity. And I've been just watching this closely. And I'm just saying, eventually it's got to go. Just playing this fractal to the upside for GRT to 152. A nice 4.5x coming on us. A nice 5x to 497% if you can break back to the all-time high. I believe it will at one point. However, I don't know if today is our day, you know. GRT right now on the smaller time frames, coming down here, and you can hit auto real quick. We'll really give it to you. Ooh, I got gas like you read about right now. Should have had all that. You don't want to know what I ate yesterday? Who wants to know what I ate yesterday in total? Like, it was crazy. No. Okay, I started the day with with a reheated burger from the day before. All right, that's what I started with. Then what do we do? I had to have eaten something else throughout the day. Oh yeah, I ate like half an egg and cheese that was lying around the house. Like kids didn't eat. Ate some potatoes, you know. Then we went to like a takeout, you know, a takeout deli kind of spot, and I had a strawberry cheese Danish. I ate like basically 70% of a jumbo cinnamon roll. I then had a melted cheese pastrami Reuben, followed by French fries, and there's something else in there, a mozzarella stick, a can of Barg's root beer, even though I don't normally drink soda ever, but on vacation, like once, like 3 times a year, I'll drink a can of Barg's root beer, and I know I shouldn't, and I'm so sorry I did. I apologize. Horrible that I'm drinking soda, you know. I don't even like admitting it, actually. It's kind of ridiculous. Raw methane production food, I know, right? Vacation diets are the best. Sounds like a cheat day. It was a cheat day. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You cut the cheese, Glimmer. Yeah. It was crazy. If you only knew what I eat, Roddy Robinson, my man. Bro, I really hit it. Oh, was dying bar so hard. You bar so hard? Oh no, that's so sad. Super chat, Zilliqua, opinion for the future. Near protocol. Late to the stream, sorry. No worries, man. We'll only dox you 1 day of pay. It's all right. It happens. So GRT, man, I'm looking at this beautiful fractal, and I've been watching it closely, and I'm just hugging on this idea. Daly wants to dig us out of the hole. I do like what I'm seeing. I believe that is our bottom, 32 cents for GMT. I'm calling a bottom for GMT at 32 cents. I really am. And I called a bottom for B-Pro. I'm calling a bottom for GRT right now. Every time my phone updates, TradingView works even slower. That's weird. You guys are hard on Glimmer. Let's take a look at Zilliqua. Our baby Zilliqua. And everyone, I got to get out here at 11:30. Got to help my mother today. I got to help my mother put in like her air conditioners and do a few things. I'm not normally in her town, you know. So look, we opened up a trade for Zilliqua here at about on the 618 Fibonacci. We were in the golden pocket. We were inside the golden pocket in the 0.65 and the 0.618, and that's where you load up. Not you, but that's where a trader would load up. Look, 16% gains from that area, and the daily's still pointing to the upside. I mean, if you don't look at other time frames, you zoom out. I like what we're doing here. We're bouncing off the golden pocket Fibonacci level here, and we're making moves. I see Zilliqua making a move all the way back up to the target at 22 cents. So that 22 is looming from 12. A big gain of about 90%, 90.88% gains coming for Zilliqua. So yeah, I'm bullish on it right now for sure. Again, it probably has that high 4-hour like everything looming. We got to get through that. But you know what? I've seen us flag through this. So flag, right? 21-day moving average comes into play with the price action. And then we get our move back up to the upside. And we boom on out. So at that point, the stochastics reset. And we're ready to go for some massive gains. So that's my projection, and I'm sticking to it. And you could draw the same projection and watch out for it. And if it happens, it happens. Wen Dizzle, good morning, Sam. Thank you for the blue. God bless you. Would you please go over CALO again? Purchased in PancakeSwap, Trust Wallet. Forgot where to keep it. For where to keep a pulse on it other than the website and CoinGecko. Say hello to your mom. I will. Thank you so much. Super chat, Near and CALO. Thank you. Thank you for the $25 super chat. That is a hefty super chat. Shout out to Wen Dizzle 333. We love you, Wendy. You're the best. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Let's take a look at Glimmer. You guys are all over Glimmer. I got to give the people what they want at one point, right? I like Glimmer too. And I've been talking about Glimmer breaking out to the upside here. It's my idea for Glimmer. And so far, so good. Look at it. It was a shoulder, a head, and basically a complex inverted head and shoulder that wanted to break to the upside. 68%. Now you're sitting at this heavy resistance bar. You're at a resistance bar. Let's draw the bar. Got to get above the resistance bar right here for show. Once you break above that, though, I think you're going to, I don't think, the chart conveys that you will drastically gap up pretty fast to the all-time high at 570. I like what Glimmer's doing, but again, the 4-hour is looming on every single coin in the game. It doesn't matter what it is. We got to get through this 4-hour pain. All right. And now you look at local support on the 1 hour, and as long as we stay above 412, or even about this zone here, and look, private, you got the moving averages getting close and tight. You got the 200, and that's a tight moving averages. I'm telling you, you're going to have a move eventually to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for Glimmer. The 4 hour is the only thing that kind of has me a little weary, but the daily wants to move with momentum. 1 hour is coming back down, and you're oversold on the 15-minute, ready to make a bounce off that support zone. I mean, wow, bit of a cup and handle there on the smaller idea. Savvy cup and handy. And I know most people wouldn't call it, but that's what's called a shallow cup and handle. And believe you me, it is a cup and handle. Trust me. And it's an emerging shallow cup and handle. I make up these terms myself, just so you know. I coined all these ideas. I just took pieces of other things that we talk about in trading or movement and math. But that's an emerging cup and handle for Glimmer. See to it that it comes down a little lower and bounces off the 200 to the moving average. And maybe comes and gets rejected at 454, but that's still a gain there for Glimmer. And I like what I'm seeing for Glimmer. I am. 8% on a scalp. Bigger time frames, got to figure out the 4 hour, but I like what I'm seeing for Glimmer. And I wouldn't be surprised if I saw it up here on the daily time frame. All right. On the daily, sitting at about, let's see, let's do that call out. On the price note. Sitting about 681, I mean, that would be massive gains, right? 66.5%, I mean, that would be beautiful. So Glimmer is on the radar. I will be watching Glimmer. All right, we got some smaller things to figure out, but looks like it's about to get a MACD cross and make a bit of a move here. I do like Glimmer. Keep Glimmer on the radar. Okay, thank you so much, When Dizzle. We'll take a look at CALO for you in a split second here. Super Chats, NEAR and CALO. Where to keep a pulse on it besides their website and CoinGecko. We'll take a look at that. Let's take a look at NEAR and then to CALO. NEAR Protocol. Now, I suggested NEAR was going to do possibly a little bit of damage there. It did. Went up, like, I don't know, but like 8 or 9%. 4 hour big cup and handle. Chrissy Fouts. We love you, Chrissy. Thank you for coming in with R. And you know what's cool, too? People that came to my channel that were just beginners. I'm not saying Chrissy was, but I remember when she first joined the group, you know, NEAR wanted to make a move. It did not. Look, the 1 hour did dump on us to the downside, and we got stopped out. 2% stop loss. That's great, though, right? Now you have capital for the next move, and you don't have to worry about it. So that's why, you know, it's just a scalp on the 15-minute. 15-minute did not want to play out. Actually went a little lower. You can kind of turn it into a bull flag, right? So we'll bull flag it out here. Let's see. Broke back in, broke back down, bull flagging. Now normally you would never remove that, but I'm creative and I'm just doing something different here every once in a while. It's like they broke it out, it rounded, then it broke back down. But now it does want to bounce back up. I mean, this coin is hot. The 1 hour wants to move, but the 4 hour, right? 4 hour wants to come down on you. And there's your bearish engulfing candle right there on the 4 hour as well. If we do it here, I mean, you can say it broke pattern because, like, that was your flat pattern. Interesting. It's messy. Coming back down to the 21, which it should do. Let's see if it can wick back up into the pattern. However, that 4 hour, man, I just... like every single coin in the game right now. Also, look at this. You had a shoulder, you had a head, and you had a right shoulder. I'll fix that left shoulder there. But look, you definitely had a head and shoulder pattern. That measured move is lower than it is now. That's right. That's what she said. And look, I mean, that should come all the way back down. So I'll watch this closely. Maybe we get even lower. Kind of a Bart Simpson head here. I hit on the 3S NEAR after it pumped to 1717. Not bad, man. Beginner's course in Lifer 99 Trading Group give the best start to begin trading. Lifer is an amazing, calm, and focused teacher. This is the Lifer Foundation. That is a game changer. Thank you, Love Learning, for saying that. I appreciate you for jumping on in. Let's take a look at CALO and where to keep track of CALO, right? Live MENA chat. You see a lot of MENA going on right there. And CALO stands for calisthenics. Honestly, the last 18 months in this group has paid me more than any college course I ever took. Chrissy, we love you. I love you for saying that. Please put that in the testimonials. Please, like, I'm taking that right now and I'm putting it in the testimonials. But it's just weird when I'm the one who posted in there. So if you're in the trading group, do they have access to the testimonials? That's what we need. Maybe people don't. We need to make sure they do. But testimonials right here, make sure you jump on in there. Honestly, the last 18 months in this group has paid me more than any college course I ever took. I mean, if that doesn't motivate people to get on in, $1,200 a year and make more and learn more than any college course ever gave you, right? So you're saying where to keep tabs on it. What I do is I just go to PancakeSwap and see how much more I have. That's how I honestly, I know it's crazy, but that's what I do. Because that's the only real way you can see how your trade's going, you know? I would hold this long term though, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I go to PancakeSwap, but you could also go to Dex Screener. Dex Screener is where I think that's maybe your next stop. So you go to Dex Screener and you paste the contract address here. So look, I went to CALO price, I found the contract, I pasted that address, right? And then I went back to Dex Screener and I paste the contract address. For wrapped BNB is all you can get for it. Liquidity is little there. Market cap 25 mil though. So look, we talked about this thing booming and it did break up out of that to the upside. 37, and then now it's doing this. I mean, it's a bullish flag right there. That's a bull pennant, in my humble opinion. But we can see this thing continue to move. I did buy this live on this on the live stream yesterday. CALO. I like the project because I like what it stands for. I like what it does, and I like what it could do. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. You just might get CALO Wrap BNB on your feed, right? Sent that to the Twitter. Every once in a while, I just send, you know, something that I'm looking at to the Twitter, a setup that I got going on. CALO looking very bullish. And honestly, sometimes small time frames or small coins, I just look at the actual patterns. I don't even play anything else. Like, it's just the patterns. But even here, it looks bullish on the 15. 1 hour looks bullish too to me. Like, and that's all you really need on these smaller coins. Possible movement here for CALO and wrapped BNB can be bought on PancakeSwap. All right, that's a decentralized coin. CALO for wrapped BNB is what it says, but just BNB, you won't even know it gets wrapped. Like, you know what I'm saying? High risk, and we play more of these as the market starts to recover and Bitcoin starts to show real signs of bullishness, and we really have an established bull trend. Oh man, these little coins start coming out the woodwork left and right. It gets crazy. We'll have like a 1 month period where it just be like, we'll grab whatever we can. It will be absolutely absurd, and then it will reside again. You know, and I'm trying to plan you guys and get you ready for these moments in time. So you're not emotional. You're able to see through the forest, through the trees, and you're able to take advantage and actually make life-changing wealth. So it's serious to me what's going on right now in the game and in the market. It's very serious because, you know, you got to take your life by the reins. And it's going to happen so fast that if you're not ready for it, you just won't be ready for it. You see what I'm saying? Well, I like what Discord does, post both links in a hypersonic way, you know, and like kind of makes it look nice. But CALO Wrap BNB on PancakeSwap, they could do damage. Thank you. I hope I answered your question, Wendy. I hope I answered your question, right? If I didn't, let me know. You know. Okay, let's take a look at BTC real quick. Let's take a look at BTCUSD. Wow, so Bitcoin dumped out of the falling wedge. 68% chance that it was going to, right? Look, the 1 hour dumped on us and it did that. So, and look, the bulls would like a retest to hold and they did not. So look, now they could be just getting it out and getting us right back in. If the 1 hour and the 15 minute are very low, it's likely that they're just pushing they're just leverage. They're getting leveraged traders right now. So I wouldn't freak out on this. I actually think they're going to bring it back inside the pattern. However, if they don't, we're going to bearishly retest the short. So we're going to see if it holds its support, comes back in. Highly likely to bounce here off the 200-day moving average. It's highly likely what we're going to see here. All right. But it did break trend line, and that's why you draw the trend. So you can be ready for anything at any moment, right? And there, I mean, boom. There's your drop to the downside there. I wouldn't be freaking out, though. It's highly likely we get a bounce back. Look how oversold we are on the 15-minute, and the 1 hour is getting pushed to the downside. What's up, bro? Shout out to Anku, Kutsi Butsu, my man. I can't hide to say Lifer is the best group I have ever seen. Shout out to Owala Rufus. I love you, man. Thank you for saying that. I can't hide to say Lifer is the best group I have ever seen. Thank you for saying that. Can you take a look at VeChain charts today, Sam? Victoria VR. Or can you take a look at Dogelon Mars, Elon charts? We already did that. We looked at Dogelon Mars at the beginning of the stream. I actually love Dogelon Mars. Super Chats R. 4 hour big cup and handle for R. 1 hour is resetting 50 minutes low and holding support at the end of a cup and handle pattern. Chrissy Fouts. We'll take a look at R in a second. Thank you so much. Choice time is now. Bitcoin broke resistance. Yes, you did. Thank you, Wendizzle. What's up? Shout out to Grace Protocol. Shout out to Wendizzle. Shout out to East Jordan. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to all Stack McChange. All my awesome Brian Shrimp. All my awesome moderators in the house. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Shout out to Muhammad Baxteryov. Shout out to Crypto Rimo. Shout out to Sheriff Kuala Rafi. Shout out to Sean Black. Holy fans. Robert Meek. Jeremy Antrim. Michael Pa. Holy fans again. Bryson Gonzalez. Scar Sizzle. Och Benji. Love you. OC Benji, my man. Love you, brother. Pier 810. B10. Chad Smith in the house. Shout out to Chad. Florida or bust. All right. Wigwag. Jay Fabian. Shout out to Scotty Swing and David Kendall. The money's coming. Transcendent, Brick Dorsey, and more. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here on the live. Thank you for being here. So we broke it and we dumped to the downside, and that's why we're always ready. Had we not known the shape, then we would have been lost right now and not known what we just broke. Broke what? Hit those likes to 300, and everyone's wondering what's happening. They're freaking out. We're nice and calm, and we know we're kind of planning this out. Also, how many times had I said there was a 68% chance that this, even if we got up here, that we were ended up right here, back at 40,700. So if this level doesn't hold here that we showed you, then we're coming down to 40,700, and we're retesting the top trend line of the bigger pattern. You know, I need an all account to keep donating. LOL. We saw it coming. We actually started to set up a possible way out of the dump, although there seems still a higher probability to the downside. Exactly. Changing live. Super chat R. Shout out to Jonathan Schmitz, my man. Another big wig entering the game shortly. Michael Pa. Right? Hey Sam, the group is awesome. Finally started to win. Where do you see PYR bouncing? VPVR shows support at 12:30, I think. Thank you. Shout out to Jake's 808 for the $6.99 super chat. Much respect to you and yours. Thank you very much. Wicking to the 15. Yeah, exactly. The 200 moving average on the 15. That's what I believe is going to happen here. See? Highly likely these touch. Price action wants to touch. And we could see a bearish retest too. We could see a bearish retest. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here. Stack, man. Love you, brother. Let's take a look at PYR in the house. And let's take a look at R and PYR. I'll duplicate this. I don't want to leave that. We'll jump back into that in a split second. Let's take a look at R. AII on none other than KuCoin. So we took R for gains recently, did we not? Right? We took R for nice gains, and now it's looking like it may pump again. I'm watching R right here. 4 hours, one of the few things that actually has momentum to flip. 1 hour's coming on down, and it didn't break much slower. Someone said a cup and handle. I mean, yeah, look at the giant cup and handle. Look at it. Look at this. R is in a humongous among us. Is that you, BB? Among us. Who's humongous among us, you know? But look, that is a beautiful cup and handle to the upside. R, right? And I'll take the conservative. That's your conservative pull. But the bigger idea for the entire measured move is like, could even be that whole idea there. It's hard not to move the white line. You just want to like. There could be more gains coming. I'd start thinking about taking profits at that resistance point. I mean, 85% gains ain't bad, right? R's been hot. It's moved against the rest of the market, meaning it kind of has had its own movement. And that daily wants to fly. Like, it really wants to fly. And the 4 hour wants to flip on you. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour's coming down again, too, as well. And the 50-minute is low. I mean, this coin looks better than most. It did just break its channel just like Bitcoin did. Bitcoin did this to everything. So, look. You definitely had this forming. And you were tight. And you broke out. And then Bitcoin dumped you. Right? So that negates that pattern right there. But this is what we're looking at here for R on KuCoin, right? 11/18 on 4/20/2022, baby. Shout out to everybody here on this beautiful, beautiful spring day. I really, I feel like 4/20 is the beginning of spring. It's usually like one of the nicer days. It's been colder here, I'll be honest. Even though we had the nice backyard, the jacuzzi, it hasn't been that nice to go outside. Like, I haven't been running out and hiking a lot. It's been kind of like, some days have been really, really cold. I'll be honest with everybody. 256 likes, 296 viewers on this April week where most people are off, not paying attention to crypto. I still got my hardcore cryptopians hanging out there with me, banging on them to the upside. So I like R and what I'm seeing for R. I'm looking at this cup and handle happening. And the 4 hour could flip on us to the upside. R on the radar for sure for gains. And gains of 85% coming. Remember, everyone, when I post a chart in the Discord, always hit the link. Always hit the link to see it as clear and as neat and as big as possible. Get all that data you can from the chart so you can learn as much as possible. And R is very bullish compared to most of the market. R, baby, R. Tomorrow, the live stream has to be early, everybody. I'm traveling. Okay? I'm also going to be on BitBoy at 5 o'clock tomorrow. So don't worry, you're going to see double time. But the live stream's going to be dumb early. Like, I'm talking 8 to like 9:30. All right? Because then I got to pack up my stuff and make like an 11:30 boat. So, and then get home, unpack my stuff, get ready for around the blockchain. Still keep my group updated. I got an iPad with me and Wi-Fi, and I have my phone, which will connect me. So I still have ways to keep us connected as I'm traveling. Don't worry, I got so many devices around me at all times. I've produced the greatest way to travel and run a trading group. I could write a book on how to travel and run the trading group. I really could. I've been perfecting it. You wouldn't even believe. Look at the setup I have. This is the setup that I travel with, just alone. It's insane. I'll film it and post it to the group. But like, everyone's seen my travel setup. But like, I'm obsessed. Like, I have to have 2 screens. I gotta have it all ready to go. The travel setup is amazing, right? I'm obsessed with it. I got the nice camera. I could have even just used the webcam, but I obsessively brought the Canon 80D because I'm obsessed. I could have brought like 1 or 2 lights, but I brought like as much lighting as I can. I could have got like a compact little green screen, but I got like the giant one. Like, I could have bought like a regular computer, but a $3,000 gaming laptop because it has to be the best. Like, I could have just brought the small mic, which I did, but then I eventually at the last minute brought my favorite big mic because I'm obsessed. I could have left the stream deck at home, but I brought it anyway. It's just insane. I love giving you guys the best quality you can get no matter where I'm at. And if I'm not comfortable in my little thing, in my zone, then you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to produce the best show possible. And so I know that about myself and my OCD. So I want the show to be the best. I want the show to be the absolute best. That's what we do here on this channel for you. each and every time, everybody. We love you. We love you, and we want you to learn. And everyone in my trading group is the same. We all want you to learn. We all want you to do the best you can. And you can do the best you can by being a part of the group and just being awesome, right? Let's talk about the hot metaverse coins that are about to pop. Let's talk about the hot metaverse coins that I believe could 100x. All right, one of them right now, EXRD. I do hold a big bag of it, but I think it's got the tech, I think it's got the movement, and I think it's got the je ne sais quoi to make a big gain. Look, the 4 hour on this one is in a different place compared to Bitcoin. It actually wants to fly. EXRD, I would be watching for massive move to the upside. It's showing signs like a lot of other coins are not, and it's very bullish right now. I would be watching EXRD. I'm actually going to slap the long tool here, but this is one coin. Right now, it's a good... Ooh, I keep burping on the live. I don't mean to. It happens while I'm talking, so it's like a talk burp. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really sorry. It's not becoming of me to do that. So look, I don't want to be crypto face. You know what I'm saying? Guy burps like every live stream. Like I know his burp, and I've only watched like 10 of his live streams. That's not, he must burp like 10 times on every live stream. Funny, right? I'm just dragging out the MACD here so we can see what's going on. Let me bring this into the picture too and shrink it down a little bit. I'm telling you, EXRD's been sitting here for like since the 6th of April. Look at this. I mean, that's like 14 days of consolidation at 13. So no one's selling this thing for literally 2 weeks straight. Like from the 6th to the 20th. 14 days straight. I'd be surprised to see it. Last time I did that, it did the same thing, and then it blasted up to the upside. So I like this coin a lot. Highly likely to make some gains. You do whatever makes you happy. This thing is hot. And it's showing signs of life. It's also a bit of a cup and handle if you want to make it such. There's your handle. There's your cup there. EXID. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Can you believe that, Jeb? Jeb. Look at that. I mean, if that even just does its thing, it's going to break out of the cup and handle, right? And make a move here. Get back to the resistance point. I just realized we go over so much in 2 hours. It's like, it's so thorough. We go over a lot in 2 hours, don't we, everybody? Like, it's been a year since we did Bitcoin dominance. We went over the Dow Jones. We went over so much in a bit of a nutshell. We even got gold for you if you want to see gold. It's in a cup and handle since 2011. So I'm looking at EXRD for a nice move here. Stop loss 18%, but gains of 124. Woof. I actually might even, you know what? I'm going to tweet this one out just because I love EXRD so much. This one's going to the tweet bills. Tweet chart image. Oh, I like that. They say check out my analysis. I like that now. What comes first, Bitcoin 20K or ETH to 20K? I don't think ETH ever hits 20K. I don't think it ever happens. I just looked at my credit card bill from my week at Bitcoin Miami and almost had a heart attack. That's funny. She's a sweetheart though, isn't she? She was awesome. She was awesome. And it's good to have, like, you know, trending ladies in the house for Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
What, babe?
Nothing. It's
What I said about ladies?
No, I don't know what
I said trending ladies, and you're like, hey, it was so weird. Like,
You think I have nothing better to do?
I don't know. Passive income right here is trending. Everyone wants passive income. I'll tell you right, everyone, there's no such thing as passive income.
Yes, there is if you stake.
I mean, there is staking makes passive income. That's true, actually. Staking makes passive income, so I'm completely wrong. I'm making passive income right now trading cake. So if you would like to know how I'm doing that, jump on into my DeFi course the first Friday of every month at 1 o'clock. I did it finally. Amazing. 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 So EXRD, one of my top 5 coins for 100x gains. I believe it can 100x, really. I believe you can see it at $13 a coin. Once its market really starts to move and it booms up, $20 billion market cap, EXRD. It even has NFTs and all sorts of fun stuff. But right now, just without all that fluff, I believe even now it can make some gains in your Paquita. So EXRD on my radar as a gainer. And it's looking nice like right now. Like compared to the rest of the market, it's looking nice right around now.
I'm obsessed. Like, I have to have 2 screens. I gotta have it all ready to go. The travel setup is amazing, right? I'm obsessed with it. You know, I got the nice camera. I could have even just used the webcam, but I obsessively brought the Canon 80D because I'm obsessed. I could have brought like 1 or 2 lights, but I brought like as much lighting as I can. I could have got like a compact little green screen, but I got like the giant one. Like, I could have bought like a regular computer, but a $3,000 gaming laptop because it has to be the best. Like, I could have just brought the small mic, which I did, but then I eventually at the last minute brought my favorite big mic because I'm obsessed. I could have left the Stream Deck at home, but I brought it anyway. It's just insane. You know, I love giving you guys the best quality.
I mean, that's awesome. You gotta love it. It does show that I'm obsessed. I'm obsessive compulsive. I have problems. I do. But I want it to be the best. You know? So that's it. Chair does hurt my back though, man. Stand-up desk, man. Like, so much better than this. So I'm putting in the work for everybody, but I love it. I love it. This is my dream. This is my dream, you know? Look, the dollar index, we talked about it, and it did go up even more a little bit, but come on now. 4 hour wants to flip bullish. Interesting, like it wants to go parabolic out of this rising wedge now. Kind of fell out of the rising wedge, in my humble opinion. It's doing what Bitcoin's doing right now, which is interesting, right? And there's Bitcoin dumping even more. Let's take a look at this Bitcoin dump for everybody. Halt, Bitcoin dumping, everybody. No, no. And look, there it goes right to the measured move or to the beginning of the first resistance point where we should stall out at, right? And there you go. We got wicked right there too. 15 minutes should have brought us to the two. Yep. I mean, this is exactly what my man Stack just said. If you watched if you read the comments, he said wick to the 200 MA on the 15 minute. And that's exactly what we just did. Oh, that falling wedge did break down. Like, you could try to say we're in this now. A broadening, riding. You could say we're in this megaphone, a bullish megaphone, like this. You could say that. I'll put, you know, I can't say anything is exactly wrong or right, but I think this is more probable, though, that we fell out of the rising wedge. And beginners are always like, well, how do you know? What's the difference? And it's like, well, you trade what you see, and you go from there. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to look at the smaller time frames and see what's going down. Like, you got to look for a bear flag, bull flag. What are you doing? Are you making an inverted? So you're trying to do an inverted head and shoulder here on the 1 hour and bounce back up. However, what you can see is like, you could say you're in this falling wedge here. You broke out, you broke back in. That does want to break out, but look, now you want to dump even more on the 1 hour. Look for the double bottom then on the 1 minute to stop the carnage. The smaller time frames eventually show you, it's like plugging a leak. You stop the leaks, you know. So can we get a double bottom here? You know, can we get a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and then break on out? This is what we're looking at here. We're getting the bounce back up. They definitely liquidated who they wanted. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did this and brought us right back into the pattern and continued in the rising wedge and then went parabolic. Anything is possible. This could be the shoulder, this could be the head, and that could be your right shoulder there. So we're going to start projecting into the future for you and everybody here. But again, watch out, right? I didn't start the day saying, hey, Bitcoin looks great, it's so bullish. And we didn't shred through a bunch of alts, right? We kind of took it a little more slow. We looked at the market and said, hey, it's looking a little bearish. We got to get through this. I said the 15-minute might pump us, but we got to get through this 15-minute first, you know. FOIO is banging on them. Zilliqa is still up a little. Ooh, Zilliqa making the move back up with Bitcoin. Everything bouncing back up slightly. Let's take a look at the KuCoin coins. Yeah, and not a lot of double-digit coins. Not the greatest day. We took our gains overnight, and then this morning was really the time to kind of jump in, jump out. Right now, I'd watch the market closely. EXRD is the only thing that's making me look really sweet, and a few other little hot coins in the game. But right now, I'd be weary. R looking hot, EXRD. I feel like we posted what's hot. All right, everybody. I'm out of here for the day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here every single day on the live. Very, very nice of you to throw down and shower me with that love. Shower me with the super chats. Can you take a look at VeChain charts today, Sammy? Victoria VR. PYR, I got to take a look at Vulcan Forge for my man. Can you look at HNT? Thank you. Vito Meek. When I'm about to leave, man, I really got to jump out of here for my mother. I got to help my mother, so normally I would do your super chat, but for my mother, man, I got to help my mom, and she's most important. She's more important than everybody else. She just is. Vulcan Forge broke out, just gave it all back. Double bottoming, but we did go over this at the beginning of the live stream. We actually went over this at the beginning. If you want to watch the beginning, we went over this thoroughly. So just go to the very beginning of the stream. It was the first thing I talked about, Vulcan Forge. Thanks for the inspiration. Anytime, my friend, anytime. All right, everyone, I got to jump out of here for the day. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Yep. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to the channel, then you are already doing the right thing. Michael Pa, thank you so much for your dedication as well. Shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to each and every one of you. Crypto is life. Protect your mental and your capital. Love is love all day long, baby. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is for simile of the simulated universe, which all probabilities arise from the 7th dimension of 0-point energy. Exactly what Danny said. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. 1, 2, 3. Let me get it ready. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. 10 a.m. ready to rock. Also see you tomorrow on BitBoy. Bang, bang, bang. Remember, tomorrow's live stream is going to be early. Like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Expect me very, very early on the live. So I'll be early. Set your clocks for early time tomorrow. If you're on the West Coast throughout the world, some of you might be excited. Some of you are here at 2 a.m. throughout the world. It might be actually 11 o'clock. You actually might like it. I love you all. Have a great day. Be safe. Thank you for everything. No words can express my true gratitude for how I got here. I appreciate it. I'll just keep coming back. Thank you.